I'm Richard LaFrancis, the director of the Pappy Boynton Veterans Museum. The mission of the Pappy Boynton Veterans Museum is to preserve the stories and artifacts of veterans. That way, the veterans who have sacrificed and died for our freedoms won't be forgotten. This display represents how one small thing can lead to a bigger story. This Japanese Arisaka rifle was donated by the Pappy Boynton Detachment Number 66 of the Marine Corps League. It had this note from Dion Holton pointing out a defect in the rifle. I then called to see if there was a story. He said there was no story, but it came out of a storage unit sale. However, we at the museum asked a lot of questions, and we discovered that Dion had served in the Air Force in the 80s, and that his father also served in the Air Force. In fact, Dion stated that he had been born at Lindsey Air Station while his parents were stationed at Wiesbaden, Germany. Dion further stated that his grandfather had been forced to bail out over Belgium from a P-38 prior to D-Day. The display also tells the story of the two Belgian farmers who witnessed the P-38 crash, getting in touch with Jack Holton 62 years later and sending pieces of the P-38 wreckage from the crash site to him. Also in the display are Jack Holton's medals, wings, official United States Army Air Corps photo, his 1942 fighter pilot's white scarf, and his funeral flag, as well as Dion's uniform and pictures while he was in the service. The display also has a Coeur d'Alene Press newspaper article about museum director Richard LaFrancis connecting all the dots and then acquiring some of the relics from the Bird Aviation and Invention Museum in Sandpoint, Idaho. In a strange twist, Dion stated that he was born at Lindsey Air Station in Germany, which is named after Medal of Honor recipient Darrell Lindsey. Darrell Lindsey was the roommate of museum director Richard LaFrancis' father at Victorville while he was a cadet in the class of 42H. The display has both of their pictures and personal pictures of Richard LaFrancis Sr. with his arm around Darrell Lindsey. After his passing in 2002, Colonel Richard LaFrancis requested that he be interned next to his roommate Darrell Lindsey at Arlington National Cemetery. There are many more items in this display not described here. Come on in and visit. We need the money.